Welcome back to the Mark Johnson Show. This is Mark Johnson. Today is a Friday special show. We're going to give you some breaking news on North Korea test fire of a ballistic missile, nuclear missile, parentheses, close parentheses, and fails, the U.S. officials say. And we're giving a couple of shout-outs, not many, and more music, and maybe a little bit about my life, which some find interesting. That's besides the point. So, with further ado, we will start the show off with shout-outs. Now, I want to give a special shout-out to Mike. If I pronounce your last name wrong, I'm sorry about this. I'm not the best with last names, which a lot of people know about, like weird last names. I'm not saying your last name's weird, but, the last names that are, don't fit with, you know what I'm saying, Mike. But Mike Ogden, 1 and 2. Special shout out to you, man. I love it when people call and ask me to shout out. I love it when people tell me that I'm asking them to shout out. I will always shout you out. Even if I don't get to you, I will always shout you out on one of the shows. That's a new thing, shout out every week. But thanks for listening to my show, man, and keep on listening and spread the word to your friends. And if you don't have the app, Mike, the app is for Android and iPhone, the Mark Johnson Show. That's the app, so get it, man. Another shout out goes to Morgan Perry, Alien Dream, and Mitchell Perry, of course, Mitchell Perry, Kobe Fleming, and another one goes out to Justine Huffman and Kinley Collins. You guys are the best. Love you guys. And, yeah. But, and then there's another one. Now, this is a friend of mine. He's having a little bit of trouble in his life because, I'm not going to say his last name because he asked me not to, so. His name is Dylan, and he's having a little time. Shout out to you, Dylan. He's having a little hard time because he is bi, and I know his life because I'm bisexual. So I know a little bit about what he's going through, but his family doesn't really like it. So, gay is normal in this country. Maybe back in the 60s and, 40s and on, 70s, 80s, 90s. But in the 2000s and beyond, gay is normal. I don't care what anybody says. Gay is normal. And you shouldn't feel bad about being gay. No. That's your life. Live life to the fullest. That's my quote. My quote is by Mark Johnson. Live life to the fullest. That's my quote. Live it. Live your life any way you wanna. As long as it's, a nice life and, you're not doing anything harmful to other people. Which being gay is not harming other people. And, it's not right to judge people who are gay, to even judge people who are any sexual orientation, straight, anything like that, Transgender, transvestite, nothing like that. That's not a joking matter. That's somebody, And I don't care. I know for a fact that it's not in the Bible. People say, oh, gay is a sin. God is sin. I want you to point out to me where in the Bible it says gay is not allowed. Because I've read inch and inch down a Bible. I've never seen that word in there ever. Ever. So, and the Christian and Catholic churches and Orthodox, all those other churches like that are, they approve gay people. They're gay friendly. So it's like, really interesting, you know what I mean? Like, why would you go against your own, religious leader to make fun of people, say, oh, it goes against my religion and everything? No, it doesn't. Your people, your own religious leader said, oh, it's okay to be gay. What is that? You know what I mean? It's like, what's going on here, I mean, I get how back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, people don't like gays, but it's 2017, people. Come on, get with the program, you know? It pisses me off when people judge other people about their sexual orientation, you know, and other stuff that's similar to that. Like their race, and, you know, like anything like that, you know what I mean? It just pisses me right the F off. But yeah. That's why I'm making an organization, or a foundation, charity organization foundation. I'm still working out the details and making my plan and everything, but when it's made, I will tell you. It's going to be named something like Make a Peace Organization, or something around Peace Organization Foundation, Peace Foundation anyways. It's going to help out people that are gay. It's going to help out the community. We're going to help out the community. We're going to do, it's like a youth reach out. We're going to do youth reach outs, like the YMWCA or the YWCA. I want to do something like that. I want my foundation to do something like that. But maybe even more better. You know. And I'll tell you a little story, okay? I was at a softball game today. Well, I was walking down to the softball game, and while I was walking down the hill, I met this lady. She was walking. She was just doing her daily walk. That's what she said. And she stopped and asked me a quick question about the softball game. You know, I answered. And then we just got talking about, you know, she's talking about, you know, about the weather for all, you know, and how, you know, stuff like that about, you know, about the softball game, about the other team and everything. And, where she was in Buffalo and stuff like that. And I tell you what, she's one of the nicest people I've ever met. And I've been around half the U.S. and half of Europe. And I gotta say, and I'm going down there. I'm going to all these countries and everything, all over the U.S. a little bit. She's probably the nicest person I've ever met. There's a couple of people that are nice, but she's the nicest one. And she said she makes it her daily thing to go out and walk. And if she's a stranger walking, that's, you know, that looks friendly and everything, she said she's gonna have a nice, friendly conversation with that person. That's, you know, that's the thing that counts. Having friendly conversations with people that you don't even know, that you want to make peace with, you know. Eventually, maybe you can become your friend, you know what I mean? That's what we need in this world. We need people that can do that. Go out and, hell, you see a person jogging, they look nice, and go up and talk and jog with them, you know. I mean, if you think you're a bother, you know, ask them, can you run with you and talk? You know what I mean? Or you see an old lady, help her cross the street, for God's sake. Come on, guys. You know, I went down New York City a couple years back, and, you know, I saw an old lady. She was just standing on the street. Nobody would go up and help her. You know, so I did the executive decision. I went up and helped the lady cross the street. That's, you know. But it all worked out. But that's my little speech for today, you know. Make peace with everybody. Hell, even try to make peace with the people you don't like. And I'll get to that segment in a second, because I'm going to talk about something in the news that just happened about what I said. You know. And my life is not perfect, and there's a reason why I'm making a foundation and stuff like that, to try to make peace with other people. Because in my life, I was in and out of foster care for about 2 years when I was 11. When I was 6. My life wasn't great when I was a little bit younger. It is now. It's okay. But when I was younger, not really. You know. I was out of foster care. Stuff happened when I was 6 years old. And, so we had to go in foster care and stuff. I mean, I know when I was younger, I was severely beaten at the time, for no odd reason. It's just, I never understood, I tell you about my life, That's one thing as a show host I will do is I will incorporate my life into this show because I want you guys to, sometimes maybe my life will be like your life one day, and you'll recognize, oh, this guy's actually doing something in my life. Maybe I'll go out and do something in my life here. You know what I mean? That could happen. But yes, very much so. Well, I will get into our good old segment of North Korea. Yes, North Korea again. Little fat bastards. That's what I call them. I don't like the North Koreans. I tell you what, right now, I despise them. If I could, I would kill Kim Jong-un with a... you don't even want to know. But, how about I read to you guys? Here we go, guys. North Korean test fire a ballistic missile, nuclear weapon, as what we call it here, fails, U.S. officials say. North Korea carried out another banned ballistic missile test on Friday. U.S. officials confirmed to NBC News. That's where I get some of my stuff. But the missile exploded just after launch, which is a good thing, because if they would have been able to get it out of... if they would have been given if it was a successful test, they would have been said, "Oh, we have nuke. We're ready to use it. Let's do it." The launch was unsuccessfully and exploded in mid-air, a South Korean military official told NBC News. South Korea is totally ready to meet any and all kinds of provocations, the official added. That means they're ready. Say the U.S. launches an attack against this working nuclear. That right there, they would actually go to war, and they would probably launch a couple missiles of their own, destroying South Korea. And I'm sorry to say, but if North Korea launched their missiles at North Korea right now, the U.S. wouldn't have the chance to do anything because it's right there. We wouldn't be able to stop it. We would really have to pull out and get our guys out of there, along with the South Koreans. Two U.S. officials said the missile was short-range, capable of reaching the South Korean capital of Seoul, but not Japan. It could not reach Japan, which is a good thing, because then Japan could launch a counterattack with the U.S. and some type of thing. So there's at least an ally out there. We could send boats from Seoul to from South Korea to Japan, But there are missiles capable of reaching Japan. Don't mistake that. U.S. Pacific Command said the missile was launched at 5:33 a.m. Saturday Seoul time, which is 4:33 p.m. Friday. So 5:33 a.m. I believe that's our time, and 5:33 a.m. their time, and it was 4:33 p.m. in our time. From near Pukchang Airfield. Interesting name for an airfield. Pukchang. Fucking North Koreans. And the missile did not leave North Korean territory. Thank God, because we would be looking at global war if it did and actually said, "Oh, well, we'll launch it to South Korea just to be assholes." You know what I mean? Idiots. The move is the latest provocation amid heightened tensions on the peninsula. The White House said it is unaware of the missile test, and President Donald Trump has been briefed. He's probably been briefed in the Situation Room down under the White House, which is considered a bunker too. That's where they update them. Trump responded on Twitter